Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Friday, September 26, 2025. Let's see what's going on. We are a minute before the PCE release, and let's check the prices right now. We have gold up $1 to $3,749, silver down 17 cents to $44.95, $45.35 in the futures market. That's a 14-year high, or yesterday was a 14-year high. Gold silver ratio 83.25, and probably going to march down to 80 here before it reverses, but let's see what happens with PCE. All right, we got the 10-year yield down about a tick to 4.16 after having spiked higher on more robust economic releases yesterday. The dollar, after having moved up quite a bit yesterday, is down 0.09 to 98.35. Copper down 5 cents to 4.75. Platinum up $13 to 15.54. The gold miners GDX up about flat to 73.17. Silver miners up 15 cents to 68.40. We've got base metals up 8 cents to 20.42 in the DBB Base Metals Fund. In the Market Watch, well, right now it is coming out, and that is PCE. And August PCE prices year over year, 2.7 versus 2.7. All inflation measures right on target. Let's see what that has done to the metals market. And reloading, and we have now got gold up $7 and silver only down a penny to 45.10. Silver in the futures market is still 45.33. Let's keep moving here. In the pre-market, we have got Fear Greed Index smack dab at neutral. Dow futures up 135 after that release. S&P up 8, NASDAQ up 13. Looks like it might be time for a bounce in the stock market. And our canary in the coal mine, which is Bitcoin, is up $363 at 109,374. It better get moving here or it's going lower. All right, before we get on to the best deals of the day, I'm over on the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com. Welcome all new members, subscribers, and people just passing by. I always appreciate a thumbs up. If you don't mind, take a minute and do that, because everything I do here is for your benefit, and I hope you appreciate it. And the question of the day is, well, are you doing any selling? Now, I know most of you are not, but I always say it's a good idea to get into the practice of selling so you know how, where, and what price to sell at. And those premiums, you know, they adjust daily, monthly, but it's probably a good idea to figure out how you might sell something. For those of you that are selling here, like me, I'm selling a little bit at 45. I've been saying that since 30. I do some selling at 45, and it will probably not be all that much. Might be a quarter of my stack, if that. But if you are selling, let everybody know where you're selling. Okay, the dealers that I typically look at are JM Bullion, SD Bullion, Scottsdale Silver, and Golden Eagle, and also the dealers on YouTube like Coin Huskers. So let me know where you're selling and how it's going. Got any horror stories, or you got any good experiences? I'll tell you mine when I get done. Let's get on to the deals if you're buying today, because if you haven't been stacking for a decade, then you're probably still buying. So not too many changes in the gold category. I think I'll just do the Eagles to start. 1/10 gold Eagle 401 over at Bullion Exchanges. Quarter ounce gold Eagle is 976 at Bullion Exchanges. We've got a $5 commemorative, which you know I like those, $9.22 at APMEX. And of course, we'll look for cheaper prices on eBay in just a minute. We've got a 1-ounce gold Eagle at $3,854 at Bullion Exchanges. And a Buffalo, they brought down the premiums on this a bit to $3,883 if you're looking for the penultimate beautiful U.S. sovereign gold coin. All right, the 1.85 big proof gold set is now 7,100 even at bullion exchanges. The value there is in the fractionals, which you're basically getting at a steal. Let's go on to let's do the St. Gaudens. That is 36.90 this morning. BU St. Gaudens over at Hero. And if you want to get a $10 gold Liberty, that's very fine. 18.57, cheaper in jewelry grade, but I don't like to have those in the stack. And if you're looking for a little bitty $5 gold eagle, now that isn't. So that is 9.49 in AU form, and again, a little cheaper in lower grades, a little more in higher grades if you're putting together a typeset of Liberties, pre-33 Liberties. I have one. I like that. I'd get the nice ones, guys. I just think you'll just admire it forever. If you're going on the cheap, the 1 ounce Krugerrand is 37.83 at bullion exchanges. And the Corona is a nice condition Corona, right around spot at 36.93 at bullion exchanges. Their buy price is 35.86, about a 3% markdown on buy price. You should be able to get 2% back a spot for that particular coin, making your buy-sell spread logical, low, and attractive buy-sell spread. Scruffy one is 36.86. And what do we got over here? All this jewelry grade crap. You don't want that. It's just going to be so ugly. It's ridiculous. Let's keep moving here. 1 gram gold in assay is a little over spot at 38.01 at bullion exchanges. And we've got a platinum bar in assay 16.92 at SD bullion. Platinum bar out of assay is 16.21. I think you could probably do that. I don't think you'll get a haircut at the LCS. Some LCSs will even bust it out of the plastic to put it on the precious metals verifier. 25 gram platinum pack 15.15 at Golden Eagle. And what's new in the goldback territory? If you're messing around with goldbacks here, you probably ought to be focused on bullion rather than these. But anyway, I know you guys love them, so if you got nothing better to do, here's a Florida goldback. Oh, I'm not going to spend too much time. Like I often say, I don't really know much about goldbacks. A silver eagle is 48.22, any quantity pricing at Monument Metals, and oh my gosh, silver is spiking. Look at that, 45.23. Ooh. The culls are going to be about $1 less at bullion exchanges, 47.29. If you get 20, 47.04. If you get a monster box, 46.54 against a spot price of 45.10. Okay, you could do that if you're buying a whole bunch of them. And my caution light is on. I still expect a reversal in here somewhere. I think 45 is a good price for silver, but I also expect the GSR to continue dropping down to 80, 75, and ultimately 65. So it kind of depends on your perspective. If you're doing short term, I'd keep the purchases small here. If you're buying for the long term, I see no problem with that. I think we'll bounce off 50 here before too long. And somebody asked, are there shorts out there? The shorts are always out there, and they're looking to make a bunch of money by depressing the value of your silver. But they look for logical points to do that. Logical points would be at 50, when there will be tons and tons of seller at that all-time nominal high, and they may push it back hard at that point. If the dollar spikes harder because the economy is improving, they could use that as an alternative. If gold takes a dump, then they'll probably dump silver twice as fast as gold. So watch for the pullback, guys. It will happen at some point. All right, we got a silver maple, and the prices are all pretty similar here, around $47 at bullion exchanges. Price is very similar for the Kangaroos, Britannias, Krugerrands. The Philharmonic is often the cheapest of the sovereign coins, $46.79 at bullion exchanges. Nothing wrong with those. I'm going to skip the Libertads this morning, and I'm going to let you know there is a re-release at the U.S. Mint This kind of boggles my mind a little bit, but they are re-releasing the 2025 Gold Liberty Sunflower at 4,665. I liked it better at 4,200 where I bought mine. But if you didn't get one of those and you want one of those for the long run, 4,665. Dealers, I think, are paying more than that, but may probably isn't worth your time and effort to try to flip that for a couple $100. There you go. So there will be more of those on the market, but they will not have the first strike designation. Up at Costco, you can get gold for a gold bar for $38.29. Let's stop and do the math on that. A lot of you buying at Costco with your executive club membership and a good 2% rebate credit card. $38.29. 29 times 0.96 if you have those two vehicles there. You'd get these Rand bars at $36.75 against a spot price in gold of $37.50. That is damn cheap. So consider that. And the silver's a pretty good buy as well. Good buy, Costco. Okay, junk is going to be right around spot. Click the links on my website. You'll find all these deals. And as spot price changes, those prices will change through the links in my website. All right, the spot deal, is it still there at JM Bullion? Yes, it is. And you can get 10 of these guys. Used to be you could get 10. Yeah, 10. There it is in the small print. So pick that up today. Nothing wrong with silver at spot, but the 1 ounce rounds carry a pretty big haircut at the dealers when you go to sell them back. The 2 ounce maple is still there. Now it is 46.17 per ounce. So that's right around spot, isn't it? 46.17. Did I do my math wrong? No, that's $1 over. That's $1 over, and I'm going blind. Okay, so I like that 2 ounce coin. A friend is sending me a couple of those right now. Let's see, what else do you want? Let's check the deals over at Golden State Mint, and they've got bars at 46.34. I don't need to know any more about anything. Don't enter all these contests, guys. Nobody ever wins. Let's see. Let's do a kilo. Now, I like this. First Mint kilo is 1,487. They're doing $1 over spot, more or less, over at First Mint. If you don't have one of those, you can pick up one of those kilos. And they're nice little kilos. I just think First Mint needs to work on their product offerings. If you're buying a Hyundai, I recommend this. And now it's about 25 bucks more than the cheapest 100-ounce bar out there. But a Johnson Matthey bar at 46.03 is beautiful and something that I would not hesitate to put in my stack. If you don't know, some dealers will pay more for Johnson Matthey bars, Engelhard bars of that sort in their buyback prices. So upgrade your big silver to something a little nicer. It's worth the quarter an ounce to do that, in my opinion. We'll skip that Engelhard and go on to I'm not going to do the U.S. Mint. Did you pick up Batman yesterday? I got one for the set. I think the 2.5 ounce superhero coins are going to be spectacular, and I think the packaging is going to be cool. And Batman released at 25,000 for the 2.5 ounce. It's going to take months to sell out. Superman still has, 4,000 or so left. It's probably going to be Christmas before those guys sell out, but I think I'm down with the 2.5 ounce personally. Okay, let's see. Pocket pinger, you know about that. If you're going around with the pocket pinger trying to find fakes, you're gonna want the micrometer to determine exactly what you're testing. You're gonna want to download the app and get a real accurate read. If you're doing just Morgan and Peace dollars and whatnot, you're probably going to be just fine, or Silver Eagles, probably fine. But some things you want to really dial in that pocket pinger and find out if you're buying something less than $9.99. Silver Eagles on eBay. We're going to get the best deals using the PayPal credit card, the American Express Everyday Cash card. Check out through PayPal. Links for those cards are on my website. I appreciate it if you click my links. And just looking for Silver Eagles. We get some smaller sellers here dumping their Eagles at a good price. And here we got a 65 feedback seller. Buy from them if you want, but I won't. Here is a 98 feedback seller. Random year tube. Interesting. Okay, he's almost big enough. He's 100% feedback. He's got a blurry image. I'm going to skip him again like I did yesterday. I'm not buying it. Okay, culls are going for 47.50, about 46 out the door. Let's get to BUs. And here is a BU, mid-sized seller, 100% feedback. These are 2010s. This guy is selling these for 47.50, close to 46 out the door. Does he got a lot of these? I think I showed you this yesterday. He's got 8 available, 46 out the door, compared to the dealer price. Oops, messed up. The dealer price of, don't pass it, 46 out the door compared to 40. You're going to save nearly $2 an eagle if you focus on that one right there. Check my math on that. Make sure I did good math there, but that's going to be very cheap. They're coming right out of a monster box. He's got 300 feedback, big enough for me. And clean this guy out, man. If you want silver eagles, I recommend a quarter of your silver stack be in silver eagles. Why? You'll find out. Okay, and that is good. That's a good deal on the silver eagles, guys. I don't even need to check the lots of 100. You just need to buy that one. Tube of 25 maples is going for $11.79, and that is 11.80 is 3 off the chart. That's going to be about 45.60 or so. I won't even check the, well, okay, I'll check them. Twist my arm. 14.15. 14.15. 13.91. What in the world? For the Britannias? Hold on. Let's do the kangaroos. Those are going to be 12.01. Tuba 25 for 12.01. My brain just stopped working. What is going on here? 1200 on the cheat sheet is, oh my God, these prices are so high. It's ridiculous. Just get those eagles. Just get those eagles, guys. Let's do a Philharmonic. How expensive could those be? Those are, what do you mean, 42.50? What? No, 47.50, about 46 out the door. Jiminy Christmas, just get those eagles. Okay, hold on one second. I just went blind. Okay, on to the junk. Let's try a small mid-sized seller on junk. I don't want the slicks. And here is past the no dates, full dates. Okay, 305. He's got $8 shipping. He's a smaller seller, but big enough. 100% feedback, and these are walkers. They've got dates. They're heavily circulated, but they've got dates. 30.5, you'd be out the door at 20. No, he's got shipping. 31.3, you'll be out the door at about 30.3. That'll be a buck or two under spot. Let's see if there's anything nicer in here. Maybe we get some $half, huh? Let's find some nice $half. Here's some Kennedy $half. 3.2. I'm sorry, 32 times face. Out the door, 31 times face. Well, that'll beat the dealers. I don't know. How about something really good? Can I get some Mercs? Here is 33 times face. Franklin $half, 33.5, but he'll take a best offer. You're getting kind of pricey there. They're just Franklins. Nah. Okay, let's go to a big seller on the junk. How cheap can we get? Ooh, here's a value bag, but they look slick. Here's a $100 bag. They're dimes. I like dimes over quarters. 42.73, about 41.83 times face. I'll let you check that listing. Okay, going on to Mercs. There's my Mercs. Mercs are going for 33 times face and close to 32 times face out the door. Mercs will garner a higher premium than other junk. As you know, when junk comes back, and junk will come back. My 5-ounce Libertad, I got to get around to selling those. Let's see, 255 for a 5-ounce Libertad. We bought those at 185. Cheapest kilo is 1450. 1213 for a half kilo. That's going to be out of stock. Well, we got to do the math on this. Johnson Matthey poured half kilo. These look like those crappy repours. So don't get fooled, the modern Johnson Matthey. But look at this price. Maybe nobody's buying them. 1214, 1, 2, 1, 4. I'm going to do the times 0.97 first. This might be good. That equals 1177 times 2 to get the kilo price. Kilo price 23.55 divided by 32.15 to get the melt out the door, and you're at $73. What did I do wrong? Divide by 2. 36.62 melt against a spot price of, whoa, what's wrong with this listing? No wonder my brain's not working here. Sorry, going to do it all over again. Oh, it's a half kilo for 1200. Oh my gosh, it was $70 an ounce. Why in the hell would you buy that? Oh my God, what a ripoff. Oh my God, and I got sucked into it too. Let's go with this one. 1 kilo, Silvertown, old cast bar, 1450. Let's do the math on that one, because I definitely like that. Definitely like that. Old cast. I don't think they're repouring these. Let's do the math on this. Some value in that bar. 1450 divided by 32.15 equals first price of $45 an ounce. What? Times 0.97? 43.74? How many of these you got? And who the hell are you? And why are you selling it so cheap? Oh man, don't make me buy this. Let's see, because I want to sell, not buy. But I would sell one thing and buy this. We're going to do it again. 1450 divided by a kilo, 32.15. The first price is 45 bucks an ounce times 0.97 with those credit cards I recommend. 43.74, guys. God, that's beautiful and collectible and well below spot. What else do you want? He's mispriced this. Does he say anything about it? Manufactured by Silvertown, high quality, no buyers with less than 10 feedback. This will be signed on delivery. Oh my gosh. Of course, I'd have to pay sales tax on that, but I hope one of my friends picks this up, or one of the members in the on the whatever video. That is great. You want that bar. Okay. Okay, where am I? Wow, that blew my mind. Vintage poured bars today. Oh my God, I just don't have the time to go through all this. It's been too long a video. These Academy bars are $5.09. Here's an AGS bar at $5.29. A Mataron Academy. Oh, that is a rough pour right there. I can't, yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Let's keep going here. Here is a AGS bar, $5.29. Yeah, the good stuff is coming out, Bean. Like you always say, here's a Bach bar. You could pick up all these vintage bars, the lower priced ones. You'll do well over time with those. But price has got to stabilize before, the vintage bar market starts appreciating again. Okay, 1 ounce rounds. A large lot of 1 ounce rounds, about 45 out the door. Small lot of 1 ounce rounds of 20, about 40. Cheaper than 45. Let's see. Mid-size seller, 100% feedback, free shipping, nice rounds. Asahi are nice rounds. They melt well if you want to do that. 915 would be 45.70. I got to do the math. He put a weird price on this. 915 divided by 20. First price 45.75 times 0.97 with a 3% rebate credit card. 44.37. If you believe in this spot price, and if you think we're in a new range of personal income, by the way, higher than expected. If you believe in this spot range and you think we're in a new range of 45 to 50, then you would buy this all day long. 44.37 melt for Asahi rounds. That'll beat all the dealers. They're selling it, man. People are dumping some silver here. Best 100-ounce bar is going to be 4,500. 10. Oh no, you're too small. 10 feedback. Nice looking Engelhard bar right there. That's been stacked on top of some something else. I bet whoever this was had a bunch of these Engelhards. Look at that, 4,500. He'll take a best offer, but you're really playing with fire there. What else you selling, dude? You only got one thing for sale. I don't think I would try that. Let me go back to 100-ounce bars. Let's find something a little more legit. And here's another 4,500, 45.95. Here's an old Engelhard bar. Somebody polished it. Somebody polished that with steel wool. What a shame. But it's a nice old bar. It's just been cleaned. 45.95. That'd be out the door at about 44.50. That's a good price on that. Dave Coffee. Okay, well, there's an Engelhard bar there. I just don't like that somebody scrubbed that with steel wool. Whoa, man. Okay, cheapest platinum coin, and I think you should be buying platinum if you're buying anything. If you got 10 ounces of gold, I think it'd be fine to have an ounce of platinum in the stack. Some people believe 100% in platinum. And, well, you just have to wait and see. The platinum to gold ratio is constructive. 1650 for a bar. I'm getting blind again. 1 gram gold, as cheap as, if you're buying gold today. If you're worried about silver, you can always buy gold. 125, and I believe that he is going to charge you $30 for shipping. There's a moron for you. Okay, thinks he's like, oh, just going to skip it. Just going to skip it. 1/10 gold, as cheap as zero feedback seller. Skip. What's this? This is Special Services 1/10 gold, Royal Canadian Mint. Big seller, good feedback, $3.99. He'll take a best offer. Let's say you get that for $3.90, then you'd be out the door at about $3.80. 3,800 melts, something like that, if you like that one. Or you can find the next best thing. All these sorts will work for you when you click them on eBay, and you'll sort at the cheapest to the most expensive. But the cheapest ones, look for the scams. They come up first. Like here's a zero feedback seller. You don't want that one. You want to go to a legit seller. 1.5 thousand feedback, 100% positive. This is a 1/10 gold eagle. What in the world is this? Boy, he's got all the paperwork on it, that's for sure. There's somebody that loves his gold. So that looks legit, so that'd be about $3.85 out the door, something like that on a 1/10 gold eagle. That'll beat the dealer. The bigger the gold, the more we'll save on eBay, usually. 1/4 ounce gold eagle, look at that, they're over $1,000 now, 1,010. But be about $9.80 out the door. That'll beat the dealer. 1/2 ounce gold eagle. That is pawn shop. 1/2 ounce gold eagle. Is it a ring? What is that? No, it's been messed up. That's a cull for 1949. So we'll do the math on that. If you want some ugly gold eagles in your stack, we'll call it 1960 with shipping. 1960 times 0.97 with a good credit card. PayPal is unlimited cash back, by the way. 1901 times 2, the melt on that would be 3,800 melt against a spot price of 37.52. Oh, that's not a good deal. Oh, I don't like that at all. Let's go on to the 1 ounce, the 1.85 proof gold set, as cheap as 7,300. He'll take a best offer. Maybe you get that out the door around 7 grand. You'd be doing good with that. A 1 ounce gold eagle is going for not the platinum, and the liberties are not the same. Pre 33 is not the same as a modern gold eagle. Here is a okay, here was in the slab. There you go. Authenticated first strike, PCGS 2013, big seller, good feedback, free shipping. 3,900. He'll take a best offer. Offer him 38. Get it out the door at 37. That would be a score right there. That is the one you want right there. And well, what else could you want? Authenticated. Shoot, that might even be under spot. But don't mess around with the offers too much. Add that to your cart, okay, like this, and see what if he sends you an offer, or you can make him an offer. But this is already pretty cheap, so don't get too crazy. Offer him 38, and then see if you can score on that. Okay, that's a winner chicken dinner. How about a gold buffalo? Gold buffaloes as cheap. Skip the scams. 39.40, about 38.20 out the door. That might be a push. And the Krugerrands. Can we get these for under spot? We want a full Krugerrand. Full Krugerrand. Boy, AppMax really throwing up some wacky high-priced stuff. Looking for the FOMO, man. They're looking for the FOMO. Fractional set. Where is the 1 ounce Krugerrand? There's one, 1 ounce, zero feedback. No, man, look at all the scams. Here we go, bullion.com. I trust them. It's a 1 ounce Krugerrand, 38.33. On this one, you'll take about $150 off. You'd be at about 36.80 or so. 36.80 against a spot price of 37.50. Oh, well under spot. Check me on my math. This one here. Check me on my math, guys. I'm going really fast here. Buy multiples, get $10 off. So I vouch for this seller, and that's a good price. That's a good price after your 3%. Again, use that PayPal card, unlimited cash back. Pay it off right away. Oh man, we're doing so good. How about a $5 commemorative? About $900 right here, and that's probably a pretty good price too. Laser Privy, I'm just checking these for curiosity because I have a few. Let's see, 124 in the booby prize and 137 raw, but you kind of want to see the coin if you're going to buy this. And where is the coin? Where's somebody selling one showing you the coin? Oh, there's mine. 164, I'm asking for mine. They're not doing as good as I had hoped. The gold sunflowers are selling for $5,100. If you want to buy one of these, pick it up from my friend Jan here. He's selling that too cheap. Let's see, but you can get them on the website today, so I guess you ought to buy it there. Let's see, the sunflowers are going for $132. Wait a minute, no, was that a scam? $132 on the gold sunflower, $134. I really thought those would do better. A little disappointed in that. Let's see, the platinum multi-pack is going for $14.85 and $45 off. Puts you at about $14.40 on the platinum multi-pack. 1 gram is $55 right here. And I'll skip my store. Precious Metals Verifier, good to have. Food Saver, good to have. I got to dig out my Star Privy Eagles. What are those selling for? Star Privy Eagles are going for $57. I gotta dig those out and sell those. Holy mackerel! And I thought that was a mistake when I bought that at 45. And other stuff you need. Here's that Amex card. It's a great card. And here's the PayPal card. Absolutely horrible company, but an absolutely great credit card. So use it to your advantage. Pay it off right away. The Quicksilver card gives you an extra 4%, like when you shop on eBay and buy supplies. Doesn't work for precious metals. I got 4% off on Chewy. Maybe it was 2, but sometimes it's 4. With my dog food orders the other day. So it's a good card, this Quicksilver card, 1.5% everywhere else. The Saver card is 3% cash back at the grocery store. You got to have one of those. And let's see what's going on. I can't do the picks of the day. My videos are just way too long. These Engelhard bars, what are they selling those for? That's been out of stock forever. No, it's not. You can pick up random Engelhard bars for 47.9. Well, that's only $3 over spot. Man, they must have had a lot of these. These are definitely worth getting. And they sell for more than that typically on eBay. Let's keep going here. And Scottsdale, remember, you want the Scottsdale silver. You guys picked up that Rockin' Bar the other day from Scottsdale. They buy their own silver back at $1 back a spot. Here's a $50 an ounce Scottsdale stacker. Now, I wouldn't pay $5 over. Why am I talking? I said I would stop talking, and I didn't. Ways to support my work. You can buy me a cup of coffee. If you like what I'm doing here, a super thanks is always appreciated. You can join the membership channel if you want to be in the inner circle. And I welcome all questions at losinglouis@yahoo.com. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, and in the chat room, where's the chat room? There it is. And anything good? Okay. Household order limit is back on at the U.S. Mint. Oh, was that on the gold? Vermilion selling junk at $2 back. Let's see. Oh, Holy Grail. Huh, the Chicken Ranch. There you go. Yeah, weird. Says not available, but also add to bag. What? It's out of stock? Like already? Okay, we got to check that out. Some of you want to buy that U.S. Mint. This is why you want to check the chat room, guys. Good stuff going on in there. 2025 and the sunflower. Okay. Oh, back to limit 1. What if I put 2 in the cart and add to bag? And they're only going to give me 1. Oh, this is weird how they released them. They went out of stock. Now they're coming back with a limit of 1. Price is much, much higher than it was before, but very weird, strange antics over at the U.S. Mint. Anyway, let's check the spot price of gold and silver. And let's see. And gold up $10. Yeah. And silver up 23 cents to 45.34. In the futures market, it is 45.56. Look, it's marching up to 50, guys. Wow. Okay, that's what's going on. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate you sharing this with a friend. And subscribe if you want to see it every day. Thanks so much, and have a great day, guys.